Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Afsa Rosette. If you're new here, thank you for joining. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. If you're returning, thank you for sticking with me. I'm an emotional healing coach. I specialize in helping women heal from emotional wounds, and I also use my channel to talk about all things locks. So in today's video, I will be doing a lock style. Like if you're a locked head and you recently started your locks journey, then you would know, especially if you've got short locks, you know how hard it is trying to just do a style, especially if you've just started. So I want you to know that there are styles that can be done with your locks, and also just embrace the journey, have a bit of fun with it, and just take time. So for me, I started my locks, I'm like a year in now. I started my locks in 2020. I'm gonna be 2 years October 2023. No, in fact, I started my locks in 2021, what am I saying? I started my locks in 2021, I cut my hair in 2020. I started my locks in 2021 October. So my hair was short, because I cut my hair in 2020, my hair was short significantly. So when I started my locks, there wasn't really much that I could do in terms of styling. When I'd go to the loctician to get them retwisted, sometimes they'll do like barrel twists here and there, but they were too tight. So because I self-maintain them now at home myself, I try to avoid styles and I'll just keep them down, especially because I don't want the tension around my edges. But I've been playing around with styles recently, and I'm actually kind of loving it. So I thought I'll share some of those on here today. Two of my main ones, just because my hair at the back still can't go up. I'm looking forward to when it does, but for now I will be showing you two styles. So let me take off my head wrap. By the way, I love a head wrap look as well. So if you guys do want any tips in terms of how I do my head wraps, I don't know if I've actually come on here with a head wrap, but I'm happy to do that. Just let me know. So I often start with spraying my hair with like my spray bottle. What's in here is aloe vera gel, a bit of rose water, and some essential oils. Nothing too exciting. I try to keep my lock maintenance very minimal, just because I personally feel like they thrive better that way. I've already oiled my hair because I oiled my hair last night before I went to bed, and I gave myself a little scalp massage. If you see me looking, I'm just trying to make sure I'm in frame. So let's start. So as I'm going to be doing my locks, I just want to have a little chit chat. As you know, Afsa can talk. Make sure I've got everything. Yes. So what are some things that you guys, in terms of I've been looking into just different types of lock gels, lock retwist gels, because the one that I use, I don't have it with me right now. I'll see if I can get it later. But the one that I use has been giving me a bit of build up right now, and I'm trying to find one that won't give me one. I did buy the Joey gel as well. I haven't started using it, but I've heard that it's better than some other like gel or waxes. So I'm trying to avoid that long term, just because I'm trying to have these locks for years. So I'm trying not to mess up or sabotage the health of my locks. So I'm going to apply some gel. So we'll start with, my main one. This is the main one that I usually wear, like, to be fair, when I go to work. Sometimes if I'm trying to feel cute at work, I might wear this one. This style that I'm about to show you. It's more like it's like a pineapple, but a half pineapple. And I do this when, especially for gym, when I'm trying to get the hair out of my way. Otherwise, it's just long. I don't want to, I want to make sure that the hair isn't in my way. So I actually applied Eco Styler gel. I had, because I've been locked and I've tried to avoid styles, I haven't used any type of gel in a while. And because I'm due a retwist, I'm trying not to retwist my hair so frequently, but I'm due to get one soon. And I'm going to actually go to locticians this time. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But I haven't had a retwist in a while, which is why I'm using gel, but I would often try to avoid the gel because it didn't really do, the Eco Styler gel wasn't really, I liked it. I was like an avid Eco Styler user back in the day when I had loose natural hair, but I don't know if it was good for my hair, to be fair. I felt like my scalp used to always feel sore And I don't know whether it was the eco styler or whether I just became tender-headed over the years. God knows. But yeah, I've tried to avoid it. So if you see me looking on that side, bear with me. I'm just looking at my monitor to make sure I still look okay. In fact, let me bring my mirror closer. I don't know why I've got it all the way there. There we go. Perfect. I got my mirror there so I could actually see what me look like. So if you wanted to, you could leave these out. I'm just trying to think, should I leave them out? I'm gonna pop it back in there. Sometimes when I look at my locks, yeah, I just think, I wish I'd started them sooner, but you know what it is? Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I can't find my larger hairbands because I would have wanted this to be a bit tighter, but maybe it's a sign that I shouldn't mess up my edges, you know what I mean? Okay. Alright. Again, I haven't also used edge control in a long time too, so this feels so weird right now. I feel like it's taking me back. Because literally, yeah, my locks, I've tried to keep them very minimal, so I'm excited right now. So I'm looking forward to playing around with more styles. More styles in my locks. Do you know what it is? And also doing this just makes it so much easier. So you know that I don't actually need a retwist right now. You know, you could go longer without in between retwists this way. I personally feel like as ladies we've got it easier than men, just because we could put on a head wrap should we wish. Let me take this off and make it a little bit tighter. If we really wanted to, we could put a head wrap on. We could just slick our locks back. I'm trying to find the biggest one. Alright, I'm loving this. They're looking cute. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm loving this. What do you guys think? This is the first style, but what I would tend to do also is just to make it set, as you know, we could just put on this to allow it to set. Allow it to set. Okay, I'm gonna let that set. Let me move my mirror so I could make sure I'm still in frame. I'm gonna let that set, and as I'm waiting for that to set, I did want to discuss a few quick things. I just wanted to talk about letting go, right? This is something that has been playing on my mind in terms of a lot of women that come to me often are struggling with emotional trauma or some type of relationship that hasn't gone well, and they're struggling to let go or find themselves constantly in the same loop. I just want to say this, ladies, for all those that are out there struggling to let go, I just want you to understand, right? Sometimes we struggle to let go because the familiar feels so comfortable to us. So, and we're often used to chaos, right? And I say this without, literally with no disrespect. It's more so just when we find ourselves in the same situations, constantly either dating the same kind of people, is because the way that we've been conditioned to see relationships is from a place of trauma. So perhaps try and look back and look at situations in the past that have occurred and try identify the similarities. I'm sure there's some things that are going to be similar. And when you find the similarities, you'll start to understand how you're then showing up. How can you then change that? And the reason we tend to attract what's familiar is because if you've never had a good example of what a healthy relationship looks like, you're going to find yourself drawn to things that you saw growing up, perhaps within your household, because you've already seen that, subconsciously taken that as your blueprint of what a good example of a good relationship should look like. So I just want you to try and use this, like perhaps this video or after my video, to take time to understand, like, what are some similarities that you've identified in some of the partners that you've been with? What are some of those things? And then once you start to look at that, then do another list and create a list that allows you to understand what are some things that I can perhaps, what am I drawn to often in men, right? And what is it that are similar in the people that you've dated? And then secondly, I want you to start to understand what do you really want? What are some things that you aspire to have within a relationship? And the reason I say this is because I want you to try and differentiate between what you often are drawn to versus what you actually deep down really want for yourself. But this starts with starting to understand your values. I want you to understand your values are like a blueprint that will make and shapeshift your life. And when you start to walk towards things that align with your values, you will end up being so much more happier. The thing is with relationships, we can't guarantee that they're always going to last. But trust me, I promise you this, when you start to walk towards things that align with your values, you're going to be so much more happier. You're going to live a life more fulfilled. And you also recognize that when it doesn't work, because some things sometimes don't work. Some people come to us at a period within our time and they're not destined to stay forever, because some people come for chapters within our life to teach us lessons, or sometimes we show up in theirs to teach them lessons. And when those lessons have been fulfilled, sometimes we go our separate ways, because sometimes we either grow together or we grow apart, and that's okay. But once you start to accept that and you change your view, it makes it so much easier to learn to let go. So I just wanted to give you guys that as a reminder. If you do want an exercise to help you along the lines of letting go and starting to build a life that aligns with your values going forward, I've got a values worksheet. I'll link it in my description below. I've also got a weekly newsletter that often goes out every Monday at 8 p.m. So if you do want to join my healing community of ladies that are working towards healing themselves and healing the emotional wounds, and when I talk about emotional wounds, it does not pertain to just relationships. Sometimes we go through transitions, as everyone does in life, right? And we need that. Sometimes we don't have anyone to talk to, anyone to go to, and sometimes we need that push to kind of like figure out, how can I navigate this? Sometimes therapy isn't something that a lot of people can afford. So I've created I would personally like to call it a healing community of women that we can kind of help each other. Going forward, I do want to start doing workshops, but for now I've got a newsletter that goes out every Monday. Where I tend to offer tips, techniques, tools that I've guided, that helped me throughout my own transitions, because like I said, we all go through it, so you are not alone, and I don't want you to suffer in silence. So this goes out on Monday at 8 p.m. So check out my link tree below to subscribe to my mailing list, and you'll get that. And feel free to, when you do get them every Monday, if you do have any questions, just email me back. I send them personally, so I will be reading your responses personally. And if there's anything that you need a bit of guidance on, just email me back and I'll be happy to help you. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know of that. Let's see if this is now settled in, this Locs, this style. So let's take it off. Okay, I see. It's looking cute. Let me just move my camera back, or let me just also move back. In fact, let's move this, and there we go. Okay, I'm loving this. What do you guys think? I think this is a good starting style for anyone that has short locks, for anyone that has short locks. That I wouldn't recommend, personally for me, I wouldn't recommend it if you just like, let's say three months in with the gel, just because your hair is still kind of like a lock-in and you want it to just lock naturally, personally for me anyways, especially if you start with cotton coils, because I started with cotton coils. I'm in a year in now, and I feel like I don't know if I've got mature locks, but my hair's pretty much locked. So give it a go. Let me know how you think. Let me know what you think of the style in the comments below, and also just give it a go. Send me some pictures as well on Instagram. Let's connect on Instagram. It'll be nice to kind of see you guys and what the style is looking like on you. And if you are more like further down the line of your lock journey than I am, just how has the journey been so far for you? How have you found it? What are some of your struggles? Because for me, some of my pain points, like I said earlier, is the build up, and also some of my locks have been thinning, so I've combined some at the back. If you guys do want a little tutorial on how I combined, let me know, because I've got these two, I've got this combined, I've got a few, some of the ones at the front have been combined. But yes, I just wanted to pop here to kind of like show you my style, my new style. I've got these other two ones that I'll be coming up with maybe like next week, but yeah, I thought I'd give you this one for starters, and hope you've enjoyed this video today. I hope some of the tools and techniques that I've shared with you in terms of my locks as well as the letting go process helps you. Please make sure you subscribe if you've made it this far, and thank you for sticking with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.